Dad says not to talk to strangers.
Don't worry. You're safe from the sins here in Diamond City.
If you're thinking safety, a long-range rifle.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Self-defense at its best.
Hey, how about I introduce you to my confidential informant? Oh, Takahashi, thank you for meeting me here. No. But we've been traveling together for ages. Sorry, Blue. The jig is up. Takahashi told me everything. Web of lies? Gone. I mean, I bet your name's not even Blue, is it?
The latest hairstyles.
from the upper stands.
Everyone who's
You need
anyone
something,
reads
Scabbard?
public occurrence. Princes. Blue, you okay?
No one investigates that signal until this place is secure. If I see anyone violate protocol and enter that transit station before we're set, I'll have your head. Now pick up the pace. I want to be able to report back to Cyprus ASAP.
Hey. Lock and load!
What?
God, I hope there's a bounty on you.
What was that?
Keep firing! You're dead!
Negative contact. Hostile utilizing stealth tactics. Enemy presence still detected. AO is not secure. Contact reacquired.
Jesus, shit. They're gonna die.
What happened to you?
Raiders. That's what. Those bastards have my family. You gotta help me. Please.
You look terrible.
Tell me about it. My family and I ran into some traitors a while back. Told us they knew a safe settlement at Nuka World. But when we got there, found out they were raiders the whole time. Just stringing us along. I managed to escape, but my wife and son are still back there. I wanted to get some help and go back with them, but didn't count on taking a bullet.
Nuka World is still up and running? I remember that place.
I wouldn't say it's still running. The place is run down, but those raiders sure got it made. Plenty of supplies, clean water, guns. Oh, God. I never should have left.
Let me help you first. I have a stim pack.
No. I'll be fine. Save it for my wife and kid. For Lisa and Cody.
No, really. I have enough. Take it.
Damn it. Look, you got me. I ain't injured, okay? Just can't do this anymore. The raiders back at Nuka World put me up to this. They lure people in and kill them for fun, and I'm done doing their dirty work. Let them find me and do what they want.
Sounds like typical raiders to me.
You don't get it. These raiders are different. They make Commonwealth raiders look like a bunch of kids. Here, take this password and find the office with a control terminal. Power up those rails and you can see for yourself. Just don't say I didn't warn you. As for me, I'm getting as far away from this place as possible.
Stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténgase alejado. Hello, and on behalf of the Nuka-Cola Corporation, we'd like to welcome each and every one of you aboard the Nuka Express monorail. For your own safety, please remain seated or utilize the provided handrail while the train is in motion. If you'll direct your attention to the right side of the monorail, you can observe Nuka World's famous Fizztop Mountain. Standing at over 100 meters tall, Fizztop Mountain is the largest man-made structure in Nuka World and features the 5-star Fizztop Grill. Coming up in the heart of Nuka World, Nuka Town, USA.
Well, look who learned the truth and still showed up. I guess Harvey played his cards right after all. I only got a minute, so you better listen, and listen good. The name's Gage, Porter Gage, and our mutual friend Harvey only told you half the truth. You're still heading straight into a death trap. But if you somehow make it through alive, I have an interesting offer for you. In the meantime, have fun and put on a good show. I'll be watching. got ourselves some fresh meat to run the gauntlet.
Blue. Something's not right here.
And she's off. Let's hope our latest prey can draw a little inspiration from our previous victims. Ugh.
Free for the taking. Picked on the wrong people today.
What the hell? I've seen Pat Ramen move faster than this, Vic.
Real bad move.
Jesus, who's torturing who? Pick up the pace, Vic. Oh, our new Vic sure knows how to dodge some bullets. Good thing that's not all we got in store for her.
Don't think I can pick this.
Come on, Vic, while we're young here. The Vic's still alive, but don't let slower than others. Hope someone brought their rat away, because our little
Won't be able
Vic
to
is
pick
about
this.
to get roasted like a squirrel on a stick.
Fewer paper cuts than back home.
Someone thinks she's a real tough gal, eh? But the gauntlet ain't through with her yet. Oh, what? Call me crazy, but I think our Vic's got something against fun.
Everything's still attached?
Time for things to get... If she survives what's next... Hell yeah! Looks like our Vic's got some unexpected playmates. Get in there, sucker! Hope she doesn't forget. What the hell? I've seen Pat Brahman go faster than this, Vic. Come on, Vic, while we're young here. Someone thinks she's clever? Time for a little reality check. Let's see if the Vic can kill the gas before the gas kills her. Pick up the pace, Vic.
Nice.
Jesus, who's torturing who? Pick up the
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
I try to be.
Seems like you're doing better than trying. I appreciate it. Too few folks can be bothered. Of course, in my experience, if you want to do real good, playing nice only gets you so far. I mean, look at Diamond City. A place I've been trying to warn of real danger. But every issue I publish, all I hear is, "Oh, Piper, why don't you ever publish anything happy? Piper, why can't you write something nice for a change?" It's enough to make me want to hang up my hat some days.
Why not just give people what they want?
What they want? I'm trying to give people what they deserve. The truth. Sure, it can be scary, knowing what's really out there. A night doesn't go by, I'm not afraid some Institute drone will decide today's the day to pay old Piper and family a visit. But it's worth it.
Let's get
because
him
I
to
know
one.
the truth.
Doesn't matter what you do.
That's
the
what
gauntlet
protects
gets
us.
them all in the end.
Scared, huh? Could have fooled me.
I'm pushy, not crazy. Honestly, these days I'm more scared for my sister. I don't know what I'd do if something happened to her. But I'm not the only one with something to lose. That's why people deserve to know what's out there, good or bad.
Couldn't agree more. How can you protect you and yours if you don't know what you're facing?
Exactly. Most folks, though, they'd prefer a comforting lie. Not me. I've seen firsthand what the truth can do. My sister and I, we grew up way out in the Commonwealth. Tiny little settlement. Our dad, he was part of the local militia. Keeping the raiders off our backs and the mirelurks out of our latrines, as he'd describe it. Well, one day, our dad turns up dead. His captain, asshole named Mayburn, claims raiders must have gotten him on watch. I didn't buy it. I start making inquiries. Turns out, the captain, he'd sold out. Thought he wasn't getting paid enough to babysit the town. He was gonna leave the gates open one night. Let a group of raiders sack the place and take a cut of the profits. My dad found out and was gonna turn Mayburn in, but Mayburn got to him first. And I wasn't about to let that bastard get away with murder. I tried talking to the mayor, but he wouldn't listen. So, I papered the entire town in posters. Wanted for gross dereliction of duty, Captain Mayburn. The mayor sure wanted to talk after that. The town threw Mayburn out on his ass and were dug in when a very surprised group of raiders finally showed.
You saved those people.
No. Those people saved themselves. Because they knew the truth. But hey, I'm sorry if I've been rambling. I just get fired up sometimes. It's just nice to talk to someone who actually seems to get it, you know? So, should we head out?
That's right, Vic. Breathe.
I don't know, but they do not look friendly.
Jesus, who's torturing who? Pick up the pace, Vic!
Who's there? Been waiting for this. Nice try, Vic. Fine.
Time for a little audience participation.
Who?
Where'd they go?
Let's finish this. Welcome to the gauntlet, asshole. There's no escaping here.
Well, I'll be damned. You know what that sound means? Get your ass down to Cola Cars. The main event's about to begin.
You got me wired up yet, Gage?
Yeah, boss.
Finally. Now go shut off that damn alarm.
All right, I'm on it.
Now where? Is that a vault suit? You gotta be kidding me. No vault dweller could have made it this far. Here's a quick rundown how this works. You go stock up, make yourself presentable. Then we're gonna give these folks a show. A show where I decorate these walls here with your lovely brains. Thanks to this suit, I'm the only one that wins this fight. Period. Think you're hot shit getting this far? Think again. All right, Gage. Let her through. Something tells me I'm really gonna enjoy this.
It's almost time. After a run like that, this ought to be the best slaughter yet. Remember, longest survival time against Coulter still stands at... All right, listen the hell up. If you want to make it out of this alive, I've only got a minute. We gonna do this or not?
Nice.
You Got a death wish or something? Hey, I know you're still in there. Time's wasting here. Time's wasting here.
Who is this?
I'm the guy that's gonna get you out of this alive. So listen up.
All right, I'm listening.
My kind of gal. Look, you made it this far. You obviously got skill. But this fight coming up is rigged. You get me? Over Boss Coulter. His power armor's set up to draw energy from the electric grid in the arena. Damn thing's invincible. You name it. Someone's tried it. Miniguns, grenades, not a scratch. You get what I'm saying?
No. So he's a cheating coward. Gotcha.
Doesn't have a fair bone in his body. You want to win? I stashed a weapon in the lockers. Get it?
Was it a little red gun called the Thirst Zapper?
You got it.
That squirt gun? It's a toy.
Hey, that toy is what's going to win this fight for us. Yeah, I know what it looks like. You're just going to have to trust me.
Seriously? Is this some kind of joke?
Nope. It's the perfect weapon. Once the water hits Coulter's electrically charged power armor, the circuits are gonna short out. It'll kill his defenses, but you only have so much time to do some damage before they recharge. You take him out, I promise you, it'll be worth every minute spent in this gauntlet.
All right. But if this fails, I'm taking you down with me.
If this fails, you'll be too dead to do much, but fair enough. All right, it's time. I'll open the door. See you on the other side.
Disciples, are you ready for blood? At the
got ourselves a new overboss.
This chick? Are you sure, Gage?
You better know what the hell you're doing.
Hey, we talked about this. She survived the gauntlet. She was smart enough to take my advice, was strong enough to kill Coulter. She's what we need. How about we show some respect for our new leader, huh?
She'll get respect when she earns respect.
Amen. All right. Now get the hell out of here. I'll show the boss around.
What did I tell you? Worked like a charm.
Death by squirt gun. I'd love to see the message on his tombstone.
Tell me about it. I wish I had a better look at his face when the suit shorted out. I get that you have no idea what's going on and everything is coming at you real fast. But you need to listen. Taking out Coulter wasn't just a last-minute decision. It was something a few of us here have been working on for a while. Now that he's actually gone, we've got ourselves a vacancy in the overboss department. And guess what? You just got the job. All I'm asking is that you trust me on this and give it a shot. I swear, it'll be worth it.
Sure. And while you're at it, I suppose next you'll be offering me 1,000,000 caps.
All right. I get it. You don't trust me. But I swear, this is the big score. There are 3 raider gangs that run the show in Nuka World. The Disciples, the Operators, and the Pack. And yeah, if the names didn't give it away, these ain't your typical raiders. These morons don't exactly play nice with each other. Thanks to Coulter, this place is a powder keg just waiting to blow sky high. One wrong move, and we're going to have a bloodbath on our hands. I think you have what it takes to turn things around and keep these gangs from tearing each other apart.
Why me? I'm sure you're better suited for the job.
We'll get into that later. Now, I'm sure you got a lot of questions, but this ain't the place. Meet me at the Overbosses, your new quarters, the restaurant on top of good old Fizztop Mountain. We can talk there. Just let me get that door for you. There.
Ever since you guys took over, you've been working us around the clock. What do you expect us... to do. We expect you to show a little appreciation. We make sure you've got enough to eat and drink. We provide security. Without us, you'd be food for the bloodworms. You can either do your job and earn your keep, or we can throw...
You haven't seen anything that's, out of the ordinary around here, have you? Maybe something hidden, shaped like a bottle cap.
I thought we told you to keep your ass at the market. If you're looking for something, you can find it there, like everyone else.
I'm not here for the market. I didn't travel hundreds of miles to go shopping.
I don't suppose you came here for a bullet in the brain, either. So if you want to live, I suggest you stay where you belong.
Oh, you guys are real friendly, aren't you? Nuka World! I've always dreamed of coming here, and now I finally made it! This place is amazing, don't you think?
A colorful junkyard is still a junkyard.
A junkyard? Are you crazy? Just look around! You can just imagine the children, smiling and happy, all drinking Nuka-Cola and having the time of their lives. It must have been magical. The name's Sierra Petrovita. I traveled all the way from the capital wasteland to visit this place. Maybe you've heard about my Nuka-Cola museum?
Oh, yeah. The Nuka-Cola Museum. Everyone's heard of that.
Really? That's great! I'm so glad word is catching on. Maybe I'll get more visitors soon. You just made my day! Here, let me return the favor. It's not really cold anymore, but I'm sure it still tastes great. Well, I'd stay and chat some more, but I've gotta get back to my search.
If you're searching for a more ridiculous pair of sunglasses, don't bother. I doubt such a thing exists.
Sunglasses? Oh, you mean the Cappy glasses. Sorry, sometimes I forget I'm even wearing them. Aren't they great? It was pretty clever making them part of the... Oh, I shouldn't have said that. You know what? Never mind. I'll just keep looking.
What are you searching for?
I don't really want to say. It's nothing personal. I just don't know you well enough to trust you. Sorry.
I'll keep your secret. You can trust me.
Well... Okay. To be honest, I'm so excited I can barely keep it in. It'll be a relief to finally tell someone. I guess you could think of me as the world's biggest Nuka-Cola fan. I've been obsessed with this stuff since the first time I tasted it. I collect all the merchandise I can find, like these awesome Cappy glasses I'm wearing. But these aren't just ordinary sunglasses. They were part of a really cool contest that started just before the war. And oh my gosh. And the winner of the contest would get to meet the famous John Caleb Bradburton himself.
Bradburton. I remember that name. He was the guy who invented Nuka-Cola, right?
Exactly! Wow, not a lot of people know that. At least not anymore. So, to win the contest, you had to find 10 images of Cappy, the Nuka-Cola mascot, hidden throughout the park. Each image has part of a code or something, and only these special glasses can reveal it. Now I know what you're thinking. Bradburton's long gone. Who cares about the contest anymore? Well, I'm betting that somewhere in his office is the original Nuka-Cola formula. That formula was one of the great mysteries of the soft drink world, and it would be the crown jewel of my collection. If you can help me get it, I promise it'll be worth your while.
What's in it for me?
I was just getting to that part. Bradburton didn't just create soda formulas. He was a genius who invented all kinds of fantastic things. All I really care about is getting my hands on the Nuka-Cola formula. Any other inventions we find are yours to keep. So, what do you think?
Sure. Why not? Might learn more about the park while I'm at it.
Good point. You're new here after all. You should learn everything you can. I'll give you my Cappy glasses and this old contest holotape. It's got hints about where to find the hidden Cappies. Just track down the clues, and then come back to me once you've found them all. I'm an expert in all things Nuka-Cola, so I'm sure I'll be able to decipher it. Happy hunting!
That last one died too fast. I'm losing my touch.
Welcome home, boss. The digs are yours now. I hope you like the look. Coulter had some peculiar tastes. But this view is something, huh? Everything you see here is under your control, now that you're in charge.
I still don't get it. Why put me in charge?
You may have noticed that our former overboss, Coulter, was a fucking asshole. And that's me being nice. Ended up being poisoned for this whole operation. The way I see it, surviving the gauntlet means you've got what it takes. Or at least the potential. For a good while now, we've needed someone who can get shit done. Make real progress.
I sure do like the sound of that.
I thought you might. Look, I'll be honest with you. This operation needs someone to step in and take the reins. Sure as hell ain't gonna be me. Leading outright ain't my style. And there's already some blaming me for supporting Coulter all this time. My talents are best put to use helping a new overboss get all this shit under control. You get me?
Oh, sure. I understand. So, are you just gonna paint the bullseye directly on my back, or what?
I ain't gonna lie. It's a part of the reason you won't see me stepping up and running things. But I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be that bad. Let's take a step back and talk big picture, okay? Nuka World. Shit. This was the dream. Huge. Built like a goddamn fortress. You run this, world is yours. We had a good head start on it. Hell of a lot of work went into getting the disciples, the operators, and the pack to work together. But we got here. About a year ago, we pushed in through the front gate. Take over Nuka Town. Get these traitors under our thumb. And then, well, Coulter got lazy. He was content to sit on his ass. Never bothered putting in the effort to finish taking over the park. The gangs got restless and started pissing each other off. It is a real mess.
I can fix this. I can make this work.
Yeah? Man, I sure hope so. Look, I know these gangs. Been working with them or against them for years now. I'll help you, okay? Walk you through everything. First thing you gotta do is get the gangs behind you. Without them supporting you, you're not getting shit done. You don't have to trust them. Hell, you don't even have to like them. But you need them to respect you enough to follow you.
Have any advice for how I should go about it?
Yeah, all right. The disciples like violence. The bloodier, the better. Tell them they'll get plenty of it. The operators are in it mostly for the money. They get promised caps, they'll listen to you. The pack, hell, I don't know. They follow whoever they think is the strongest. Show some teeth, I guess.
Don't worry. Everybody likes me.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that. Look, technically, you're already the new overboss, right? That's like half the work done right there. Just meet the leaders. Talk with them. Flex your muscles a little. Show them you mean business.
Okay, let's do this.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. You just need to show them you're the right woman for the job. I'll be here if you need me. You are the overboss after all. Just Don't screw this up.
Gage?
You need something, boss?
Tell me more about the gangs.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, quite the assorted bunch. All used to hate each other, and I guess maybe they still do to a degree. Took a shitload of work to get them all on board with this idea, so I really don't want to lose them now. If I were you, I'd start with the disciples. They might all be crazy, probably are in fact, but Nisha has her reasonable moments. Then you've got the operators. Spoiled, rich kids, but doesn't mean they ain't ruthless killers. If you can impress Mags, she'll listen to you. And then there's the pack. I'm not saying they're savages, but, well, shit, they're savages. I don't know how Mason keeps them on a leash. Up to you who you want to trust the most, but you're gonna need to trust at least some of them. You need anything else?
I want to know more about Nuka World.
Yeah, good call. Big-time amusement park back before the world went to shit. Well, I guess if this place is any indication, it wasn't so hot before it all blew up. Anyway, we weren't the first to think of this place as a good stronghold. Before we got here, a bunch of traders had set up shop and hired a whole lot of guns to protect them. They were dug in like ticks. That's why it took pulling a bunch of gangs together to even have a chance.
You've got this area of the park. Isn't that enough? Why do you want more?
You got a lot to learn, boss. So we've got Nuka Town, and most of the traders work for us now. They ain't happy about it, but screw 'em. We really need the rest of these parks, though. Every one of them not under our control is a threat. And the gangs are too cramped up. They're stepping all over each other. Unless they get room to spread out, there's gonna be bloodshed. So the sooner you get them all to agree to follow orders, the sooner we can improve our situation. You, got any more questions?
Aren't you raiders all the same?
Hey, come on now. No need to be insulting. Commonwealth gangs, well, most of them don't even qualify. They ain't organized. They don't make smart decisions. Basically one step up from rabid animals. I've run with some of them over the years. Every single time, they either think way too small or get themselves wiped out. I make a point of getting the hell out of Dodge before that happens.
You ask me, raiders are all stupid.
You might want to watch how loudly you say shit like that. Most of them are, no question. But don't go thinking we're all the same. Good way to get yourself killed. Anyway, don't mistake the gangs out here for being the same as those Commonwealth saps. Gangs out here, they got agendas. And they're gonna expect results. You can't afford to forget that. You need anything else?
Nothing else for now.
All right. You know where to find me.
Things are boring as hell since Nisha made us team up. I ain't no fan of playing nice. Watch yourself, boss. Because we sure will.
Come on, girl. You know we should run this place. Not some little greenie Gage dragged in.
We're giving him a second chance. Gage screws this up,
He knows we'll skin him alive. So shut up and be patient.
What about you, big guy? Nothing to say on the matter?
As long as she doesn't get in my way. Don't much care.
Yeah, figured as much.
Both of you just get out of here. And make sure the others get the message.
Don't look like much to me.
Hey there. So, you're Gage's little pet project.
And what are you? His grandma?
If I was, I would have slit that little suck-up's throat a long time ago. Gage will never be one of us. He's a failure. He's lucky we're giving him a second chance. Everyone knows we all wanted Coulter dead. Of course, if I had my way, it would have been a slow, painful process. But whatever. Let's get this meet and greet over with. I'm Nisha. I lead the Disciples. We've only got one rule around here, and that's keeping the peace of this alliance. Otherwise, the way we see it, this world stopped caring about rules the moment people started dropping bombs on one another.
I bet you guys are great at parties.
Side with us, you'll soon find out. Just don't slack off when it comes to actually doing your job. We got Coulter Nuka Town, and suddenly he forgot the big picture. We both know how that turned out. Although I could give him a little credit. He built the gauntlet, after all. Of course, it was total shit at first. No imagination. But we spiced it up a bit.
That thing should be shut down. It's dangerous.
Dangerous? People are dangerous. That thing's child's play. Just a bunch of traps and critters. Let's just hope Gage is right about you. He made a lot of promises to get us here. Never followed through. So you better not screw this up, because I'm not about to tolerate another round of bullshit.
I'm gonna do things my way, whether you approve or not.
Oh yeah? I just have a few things for you to consider before you go off and do things your way. You see, the Disciples don't make empty threats. We make good on them. We aren't swayed by caps like those spoiled brats obsessed with their hair, or those savage animals who can't behave in public. Fuck this up, and I will kill you. Although, I admit I have even better plans for Gage. But, if you support us and keep your promises like a good little overboss, we back you. You get to live, and everybody wins.
I don't make promises, and you'll do what I say.
Looks like you're already a step above Coulter. We'll see how this plays out. For now. But if you change your tune and decide to play nice, there's no shortage of work around here. So, if you're looking to prove you've got what it takes, you know where to find me.
If you come across any Hibologist crazies, just ignore them. Told those freaks to stick to their camp. Sure, we carry guns, but knives are where it's at. It's not fun unless you... Heard you put a pretty good beat down on Val. What happened?
I was out of smoke since you didn't want to hook me up.
You're gonna head out there. Sorry, Max. All anyone's turned up so far is that she's got that Pip-Boy on her arm.
So, our new overboss is a vault dweller.
Or Ice the Vault Dweller.
You can go.
Hey there.
Well, I suppose we all owe you for putting down Coulter.
Man was an idiot. Made us all look bad.
A clown stuck in his own little car. I guess we can take some solace in the fact that someone finally gave him what he deserved. I want to know, what did you feel as you did it? When you brought that walking pile of human garbage to his knees?
Taking down an opponent like that, it's thrilling.
Sure looked it.
Perhaps you're better suited to this than I expected. Regardless, Gage's decree means that you're the new overboss. I suppose we can only hope you work out better than the last one. I'm Mags. This is my brother, William.
Pleasure.
Along with our co-conspirator, Lizzie, we run this crew. Call ourselves the Operators. You'll come to understand soon enough that we are the only gang you should be backing around here. Because we're the only ones who see this place for what it is. A temple. A testament to the only thing that matters in this world.
Making money?
Exactly. Caps. This place was built for the sole purpose of taking caps out of the pockets of fools. We only joined Gage and Coulter's little menagerie in order to restore it to that goal. Though by somewhat more cutthroat methods than I expect its founders intended.
Instead, Coulter had us sitting on our asses for the better part of a year while he lived large in his damn mountaintop.
And that means, if you're going to be in charge around here, we'd like some assurances that you intend to bring this place back to its true purpose. And that we're going to get back to robbing folks of their fucking money.
My goal is to use this place to make all the money I can.
Well, it's about damn time.
I look forward to seeing your claims put into action. So, you're welcome in the parlor whenever you like. Make yourself at home. And if you think you might be interested in running some jobs for us, you just come speak to me. And we'll all be anxiously awaiting getting this place back to doing what it does best.
Max and William normally have me frisk visitors. But you get special treatment.
If you ain't standing out, you ain't worth looking at.
Mason Todd and David the last.
Just imagine something. You said we ain't allowed to kill any of them, so...
Tell me, did you have to wait in a long line to see me?
No. I'll walk right up here.
Exactly. Most can handle the real shit without bothering you. You need help finding your place here?
No. No, I can handle it.
There's plenty of collars in the kennels if you can.
If you can take something, it's yours.
Hey there.
Now that I get a closer look at you, not sure I'm buying this new overboss thing.
As long as you care about yourself, you'll do what I tell you.
Ha! You might make it out of here alive after all. Name's Mason, the Pax Alpha. This here's our side of town. You might be overboss, for now, but I'm the boss of the pack, and it's gonna stay that way. Long as you don't go forgetting that, we're gonna be fine.
I'm not here to make us friends. I'm here to make us some caps.
I think we can all respect cats, if not each other. Look, it ain't like anyone's broke up about Coulter. Just figured on his replacement being, well, different. Gage says you're the boss now, so you're the boss.
You don't want to be overboss.
If I thought the other gang could go on, yeah, I'd run this place in a heartbeat. Might have to. Turn out to be a turd. At least it ain't Mags Black. Or Freak Nisha. Besides, you can't possibly be worse than Coulter.
Coulter was weak. Why'd you follow him at all?
Been wondering that ourselves. Don't get me wrong, Coulter was definitely overboss. Not a man to mess with. And things were good in the beginning. Real good. But that was a year ago. Then Coulter went soft. Wanted to take stock in what we achieved.
I think you're a bunch of ungrateful children.
Careful there, boss. We ain't ungrateful. Just fed up. Sure, this place beats living in the shitholes we had out there. But it ain't the palace of cats we signed up for. Ain't none of us happy. Not even the disciples. And they're normally a chipper bunch so long as they're drenched in blood. Things were going to hell fast. But Gage put the brakes on that. Got us together and promised he'd find someone to deal with Coulter.
So, what's the real story behind Gage and Coulter?
Hey, I only know what I've heard. Story is that Gage talked Coulter into becoming overboss. And he got you in here, didn't he? Maybe he likes people owing him. Maybe it lets him get things done without getting dirt on his hands. After Coulter went soft, Gage got us behind closed doors and promised he'd get someone to off Coulter. And you did just that. Might have been the whole point of the gauntlet all along.
I'm not Coulter, so that better not happen to me.
Yeah, sure, boss. I get it. I do. We're totally willing to give you a chance. We are. Look, let's cut to the chase. You're gonna do right by the pack. I hear you've been talking to the other gangs.
Be a good dog and do what you're told, or you'll be put down.
Oh there, boss. Not in front of you guys, all right? You got enough to worry about without a dominant struggle inside the pack to deal with. You know what? I think we're not so different, me and you. I want you to have this. Consider it a token of our mutual understanding and respect. One last thing before I let you go. There's always work to do around here, keeping the zoo in order. If you're ever able to lend a hand, drop by. Loyalty's a two-way street.
So let me get this straight. Some scaver makes it through the gauntlet, takes out the boss, and now...
Nisha really only has one rule around here. Don't get caught. Damn Nuka-Cola song stuck in my head again.
Boss returns. Well, you're back in one piece. That's a good sign. Everything all peachy with our friendly neighborhood psychopaths? Sure hope you didn't promise them too much. I mean, going a little over the top is part of the game, but you don't want them holding it against you if you can't deliver.
All the gangs are on board.
I knew you had it in you. Time to roll up your sleeves, boss. There's work to be done. This place is huge. Divided up into sections. Parks, whatever the hell they called them back in the day. We need to take them all back. One at a time. Every section we secure gives us a little more breathing room and more resources. You stake a claim, plant a little flag for one of the gangs, and that settles it. It's theirs for good. Who gets what, that'll be your call. Whoever you hand it off to will appreciate it, but the others might get a little jealous. You know how it goes.
I thought the whole point of having minions was to get them to do the dirty work.
Yeah, give it time. You still got to prove to them you're worth following, remember? So that's it. Nice and simple, right? Take a minute. Settle in if you want. And then let's get to it. And hey, we're in this together, so I might as well go all in. You want me watching your back? You just say the word.
That sounds like a great idea, Gage. You got a deal.
You're the overboss.
Well, if anyone could figure out a good use for it.
You're the boss. We going to get moving soon?
Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer.
William Black, and that's...
Yes. I'm in. Sweet. That's it. Got it. Got it. Yes. Nice. Sweet. That's it.
No lock's gonna stand between the overboss and what she wants. Hey, boss, can we talk now?
Of course. What's up?
I just wanted to say, that whole thing with Coulter, I know we talked about it some, but, it could be a sore spot between us, yeah? I mean, here I went and turned on the overboss. Who's to say I wouldn't do it again?
I'm hoping you're smart enough not to screw with me.
No, see, that's what I'm trying to say. Look, Coulter was a piece of shit. I've been real clear about that with you. But that was all on me. I'm the one who talked him into being overboss in the first place.
Everybody makes mistakes, Gage. Sounds like he was yours.
Yeah, guess so. Right then, I thought Coulter was what this operation needed. Big, strong, didn't take shit from nobody. The gangs would fear and respect him, and he'd listen to me. I'd use all my years of experience to help him run things. But he was stubborn, let shit go to his head. Ain't the first time I've seen it, honestly, but it was one of the worst.
Maybe you should have done your own dirty work, instead of getting me to do it for you.
Yeah, I hear you, but I had my reasons. One thing I've learned over the years, being the guy in charge also means you're the guy with the biggest target on your back. Whether it's another gang looking to take whatever you've scraped together or some punk thinking he knows better than the boss, there is always someone gunning for you. I don't want that target on me, but if I can be the guy just behind the guy in charge, well, that suits me just fine. If I got his ear, I can steer things in a direction that benefits me, and usually everyone else.
You're not going to manipulate me to do whatever suits you.
No, I know that. Shit, that's what I'm trying to say. You ain't like Coulter. That's what I'm getting at. You ain't like the other raiders I've run with. So far, you make a pretty damn good overboss. And it's been fun running with you. I'm just saying, I'm starting to be glad we teamed up is all. All right, fuck it. You know what I'm getting at. Let's get going.
Sweet. Yes. That's it. Got it. Nice. Nice. Hey.
What's up, boss? Okay, boss. Hey, boss, can I ask you something?
Didn't you just?
Oh my God, maybe I ought to just shoot you instead. Seriously, though, we've been running together for a while now. You ain't afraid to take what you want, and don't let anybody get in your way. Got more guts than most folks. I guess what I'm wondering is, why? What's behind all this for you?
I want to burn it down, Gage. All of it.
Doing a bang-up job of it so far, boss. Honestly, you ask me, this whole damn world is here just to tear you down. Deck stacked against you from the very beginning. Most folks are too stupid to realize it. They just sort of stumble through, managing to scrape together some shitty little life for themselves. They struggle every day until something catches them off guard, and then that's it. Lights out.
They're idiots, Gage.
That's what I mean. They don't get how it is. They don't see it coming. But then some folks are too aware of it, you know? They see the world for how fucked up it is. And so they decide they're gonna have it all. Right now. All the booze, all the chems, all the caps. And they don't care how they get it. In fact, if they can take it from others, they feel like they're getting the upper hand. Only, they ain't. Fucking raiders. They get so greedy, so focused on right now, they make some shitty mistakes. Wind up dead. Hell, maybe some of them are trying to get killed.
Raiders aren't exactly the brightest bunch, Gage. You ought to know that better than most.
I know. That's what I'm saying. All these people. They either try too hard or not enough. Maybe not at all. You and me, though, we're different. We know how to walk the line between fighting for what we deserve and getting out of control. Don't know about you, but I had this shit figured out early. Grew up in your average crap-hole settlement with parents that meant well, but they were pushovers. Watched them get smacked around by raider gangs for years, handing over whatever they had to keep their lives. One day, I'm watching them cower in front of some punk with a gun, and it just hits me. I ain't gonna end up like this, I says to myself. So I bail. I'm what, 12 years old? Didn't matter. I'd seen enough of the world to know how shit works.
So you abandoned them, left them to suffer.
Hey, they could have pulled themselves up out if they wanted, just like I did. They chose different. I bounced around for a few years, taking whatever jobs I could to pay for food, one way or another. I was running for a caravan for a while, did some scavenging, did odd jobs for settlements. No matter what, one thing never changed. When the raiders came through, everyone rolled over. Raiders took what they wanted, moved on, and that was that. Didn't take long before I finally figured out where I'd really been heading all along. Next time a gang came through, I joined. Worked my way up over the years, and now here we are. Running with you now? Seems like it was all worth it.
Running together? Is that all we're doing here?
Jeez, boss, I don't know. I mean, one step at a time, okay? How about we keep going on like this, and we'll see where things end up. That work for you? Now let's go kill some shit.
That's it.
Nice work, boss.
You look a little roughed up. Talk to Dr. Rockwell at the Mega Surgery Center.
Dad says not to talk to strangers.
Shopping at night? Diamond City Surplus is always in.
You hear Travis? Lately on the radio? Brother was screaming.
Beacon train, they're always open.
You again. All right, got plenty of supplies.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Here's what we got.
You know, a shotgun's great insurance against raiders, but I got a lot of options here.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Something for everyone.
Yes, well, anyway, Dr. Sun, I got a problem.
Whatever it is...
Now, don't be shy. You're never too old.
Let's see what you have.
Feel that heft, hmm?
Got everything you could need. Med.
Let's see what you have.
Got your fix.
Sweet. Yes. Got it.
Hey.
Need something from me?
That's it. Yes. Got it. Hey.
Yeah. You got something for me, boss?
Are things all right between us?
Been a damn fun ride so far. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of trouble we can get into next.
That's all for now.
If you say so.
Heads up.
What you need?
Look alive, Gage.
How can I help, boss?
Have any gear I can buy off you?
Sorry, boss. All my stuff's back in Nuka Town.
Sweet. Nice. Got it. Sweet.
Hey, can I have your ear for a second?
I'm all ears.
I just wanted to say that this, you know, the two of us working together like this, well, it's been a damn good time. I left Nuka World with you, hoping you'd be the overboss the gangs needed. Seems like I didn't need to worry in the least. No question you know how to take care of yourself, which is more than I can say for most. But damn, if you don't have fun doing it, and more than that, I know you got my back. I can trust you. I can't say that about anybody else.
Quit worrying, man. Everything's fine.
Nope, I'm saying I ain't worried. You know, I made some bad calls when I was younger. I ain't saying I regret the choices I made, just that early on, I was a little starry-eyed. First gang took me in when I was 16. Decent-sized group, fair amount of muscle, only they weren't using it as best they could. Me being new and young, I didn't know enough to keep my mouth shut. Started making suggestions about how to improve things.
You thought you knew better than they did. Bet it didn't go over well.
Nah, I didn't. At least, that wasn't what I was aiming for. Eventually, the boss approaches me. Connor, his name was. I don't remember what stupid-ass name he used back then. The Harvester or something. It was never as intimidating as he thought it was. Laughable, almost. Anyway, at first I think he's pissed, like I'm undermining his authority. But he actually listens to me. He takes my advice.
And 3 weeks later, the two of you were married.
Very funny. So here I am. This teenage punk who's got the ear of what seems like the most powerful guy around. I'm on top of the damn world. Connor's always coming to me, asking what I think of his plans, telling me how much he trusts me. Can't lie, it all went to my head. After something like a year of working closely together goes by, we come up with this plan to make peace with a rival gang. We work the whole thing out in secret, where we meet on neutral ground, who does the negotiating, and what happens if shit goes south. I was more than happy to take point on negotiating, with 3 of our biggest guys to back me up in case no one took me seriously.
Next, you're gonna tell me something went horribly wrong.
Yep. All depends on your perspective, I suppose. About an hour in, they're just starting to come around and realize the deal is in their best interest. And then, I hear it. Gunfire and explosions. Lots of both. At first I'm thinking, oh shit, something went wrong. Connor's gonna have to bail us out. But the more time that goes by, the more I start to realize what's happening. The fucker set me up, and I fell for it. See, he figured he's pumped me for all the information I was good for. Have me around for much longer, I'd be a threat to his position. So he used us as a diversion, something to keep the other gang's attention while he and his men ambush them. He gets their stuff, and I just happen to die in the crossfire. Perfect day for him.
Gotta be honest, that was a pretty smart move on his part.
Yeah, I'll give him credit. It was more than I thought he could come up with on his own. Or maybe I just didn't think he'd stoop that low. I find myself on the other side of this whole thing. Messed up, but alive. I can't go back. The one guy I thought I could trust tried to get me killed. Thought about going in shooting, but that was just anger, revenge talking. And I knew where that would end up. So I moved on. Promised myself I was never going to be that stupid again. Was never going to trust anyone to do anything but look out for themselves.
Okay. You about done with the sob story here, Gage? Everyone's got shit they had to deal with.
Yes, you smart ass. I am almost done. Ever since that day, I ain't trusted nobody. At least not beyond how useful they can be to me. You, though, you're the real deal. I finally found somebody worth fighting with. Something worth fighting for. I don't mean to make it weird or nothing. I'm just saying, this is a real good thing we've got going here.
There's nothing weird about it, Gage. I've been thinking about it a lot, too, and I want us to be together.
Are you saying what I think you're saying? Oh, come on, boss. You wouldn't want nothing to do with me, not with the fucked up life I've had?
Really, Gage? Haven't you ever thought about it? About us?
Okay, fine. I guess, maybe sometimes. We've been through a lot. And you're something else, all right? But I ain't never done anything like this. Ain't sure it'd work, you know? I mean, are you? No kidding around here. Is this really what you want?
We're more than just a good team, Gage. You know it. And I know it.
Yeah, I guess we are. I gotta tell you, this wasn't really how I was thinking this little talk was gonna go. I ain't gonna go all sappy on you, but damn, boss, you are something else. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I found a piece of me I didn't know I was missing. I don't know what happens next, but hell, ain't nobody I'd rather have with me.
Yes?
Hey, Carla.
You again. Here to trade?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Yeah, keep your shirt on.
Forever. Not if I have myself. Never thought a reporter
Seems to be
could consider
growing well.
themselves a
Finally think
success
straight.
until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful.
Piper.
Heading my way?
Sure, let's go.
Will do.
Yeah.
Word is, super mutants just hit the place. They're still trying to rebuild.
Hey there, boss. You really laid a beat down on Coulter. That was something. Guess that means his big plans for the park died with him.
Big plans, huh? Did that include getting killed in his own arena?
Well, of course not, boss. Back when Coulter first took over, he had big ideas. And he made some big promises. His plan was to get the power plant back online and light up the whole park, making it easier to conquer and safer for all of us. We could have done it too, but things changed. Slowed down. Coulter stopped pushing, stopped caring so much.
Why did he stop caring? Did something happen?
Some of the gangs were guessing he got too comfortable, but I don't really know. Well, I'm just a trader, so I know my opinion doesn't count for anything. But I still think it's a good plan. Hell, I might even give those poor bastards out in Dry Rock Gulch a fighting chance.
What poor bastards are you talking about?
Back when the Raiders took over, some of us, the traders who were here before, I mean, got away. Last I heard, those folks were holed up in Dry Rock Gulch. They're probably struggling. If they're alive at all. You think you'll follow through on Coulter's plan? Get the juice flowing again?
You seem pretty well informed about Coulter's plans.
Well, yeah. Coulter needed my input on getting the power plant running again. I'm sort of the unofficial chief handyman around here. Or as close as we've got to one. Guess you could say I've got a vested interest in the plan to get the power back on. Speaking of which, do you think you'll see it through? Coulter's plan, I mean?
Coulter had the right idea. I just might finish what he started.
I hope you do, boss. Truth is, I've dreamed about that day more than once. Not sure why, really. Maybe I've just grown attached to the place. What with all the work I've done on it. It sounds funny, I know, but I think Nuka World is something really special. I think she deserves to have her lights shine again. And just imagine, at night you'd see it for miles around. Folk would talk about it. They'd come from all over to shop in the market. That's a lot of caps for you and the gangs.
When you put it that way, it does sound like a pretty good idea.
It's your call, boss. But there's plenty of time to figure things out. Gotta get back to work here. See you around, boss.
Word's getting around that the overboss has been seen meeting up with the head honchos for each of the gangs. No one's told me shit yet, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out what's going on. That's right, we're taking the park. The whole damn thing. Don't shake your head at me. I'm telling you, that's what's going down. You just wait. This new overboss is the real deal, man. Getting shit done. You're all a bunch of psychopaths, and I love you for it. This is Raider Radio, and it's for you.
As long as you keep your eyes on the merchandise and off of me, I'm happy to do business.
What have you got?
It changes every day, to be honest. But I try to keep a good mix of weapons, supplies, and trinkets. It's a decent bet I've got something you want.
Let me think it over.
Don't worry about me. I'll stay in line.
Sure, I'm here to trade, but I'm not letting my guard down for a second.
The Raiders keep talking about blood worms.
Oh,
I hope I never
hello,
find out
boss.
what those are.
Congratulations on taking out Coulter. I'm, sure you'll do great.
Why would you congratulate me? It's not like you're free to go.
Well, to be honest, I don't know you yet, boss. Sorry I'm so nervous. I didn't mean any disrespect, boss. I just don't know where I stand with you, and I don't want to end up pissing you off. That, and well, I'd be lying if I said we weren't all wondering how you plan to run the place. I mean, this is your show now. You can do anything you want. You can run Nuka World just like Coulter. Business as usual, or you could, well, you know, get rid of the Raiders if you don't exactly agree with how they're running the place.
Well, I admit, I didn't like being roped into this job in the first place.
Then this might be your chance to make some changes around here. The gangs that call this place home are already at each other's throats. Now, you could risk your own neck and try to keep them from tearing each other apart, or you could do the right thing and put them in the ground. And when it's all said and done, you're still running this place from your fancy house on the mountain over there. Except now, you won't have to sleep with a gun under your pillow.
I'd have to kill all of them?
No, of course not. If you're serious about this, then you'll have to take down the leaders of the gangs. That means putting a bullet into Nisha, Mason, Mags, and Mags's brother, William, once you do that, the gangs will collapse and Nuka Town goes back to being a free trading post. I should, probably stop talking about this out here. Just keep what I said in mind. Anyway, I'm the closest thing to a doctor around here. I treat everyone, raider, trader, or traveler alike. Got some medical supplies too, if you're looking for those.
Not right now.
All right.
General supplies here.
That last one died too fast. I'm losing my touch.
Look at it chill out.
Hello there, young lady. Caught one of the traders stealing food.
Yeah? What did you do to him?
Turned him loose outside the gate.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Then I got in a little. Welcome to the nest, boss.
Let's do this!
Life's too short for bullshit. Gotta party like it's your last day. Every day. You gotta chase what you want to catch.
It ain't easy keeping the zoo. We all...
Weak.
have all day.
Going to waste otherwise.
What the?
You're all bravado and no brains, aren't ya?
Hey, hey, got some news for you all. Word's getting around that the overboss has been seen meeting up with the head honchos for each of the gangs. No one's told me shit yet, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out what's going on. That's right, we're taking the park. The whole damn thing.
Free for the taking.
That's what's going down. You just wait. This new overboss is the real deal, man. Getting shit done. You're all and it's for you. a little tired of drinking Nuka-Cola? I mean, it needs dying, I guess, but my ain't looking so
I'm here to check. I'm not letting my guard down for a second.
Just going to waste otherwise.
Doctor. Boss. I can't believe it. You killed the Raiders. All of them. I have to ask. Why?
Raiders steal and kill without remorse. They don't deserve to live.
Can't argue with that. If you ask me, they've had it coming for a long time. I've thought about this day for a long time. Dreamed about it, really. Though I never thought I'd see that dream come true. Now that it has, I'm left with a question that I don't know the answer to. What happens next?
You're free now. You can do anything you want.
Freedom. I never appreciated that word as much as I do right now. You know, I think we should keep this market open. Bring it back to what it used to be. A place where everyone feels welcome. Before you go, there's one last thing I need to say. Thank you. Sincerely, from all of us. Thank you. Wherever the road takes you, know that you'll always be welcomed back here in Nuka World. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to figure out a way to safely remove these collars.
Hey. Piper.
You sure manage to find your fair share of trouble, don't you?
It usually finds me.
Hey, I'm not one to judge. Honestly, it's just nice to not be doing it alone for a change. In my line of work, things tend to get pretty hairy. I've been shot at, poisoned, nearly executed. Heck, until recently they called the lockup in Diamond City the Piper Suite. Anything for a story, I suppose.
You've led an exciting life.
Sure have. But honestly, now that I'm out here with you, I feel like I'm just getting started. Getting in trouble is what folks like us do. I mean, you and I are out here putting ourselves at risk so people in the Commonwealth can have a chance at a better life. Not for praise or reward or glory, but because it's right. I just wanted to let you know I'm real happy to be along for the ride.
I wouldn't want it any other way. I like having you close.
Oh, thanks, Blue. That's awfully sweet and unexpected of you. So you want to get out of here?